So thank you so much everyone for joining in. So with each I Communicate Karo and AMA, we organize this monthly program. We do a lot of other events also, but once in a month at AMA we do this program. So theme for today's session is building D2C brands. So we'll do some introductions from this side, some from this side, and then we'll continue with our discussion. So we have Viraj with us. Viraj, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, hello everyone, myself Viraj. So I run a startup called Digipal, where we provide digital marketing, digital branding and digital advertising services. Also, we recently started our own Digipal studio, where we provide video production and product photography for corporate and D2C brands. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Someone, like few folks from this side, and then we'll do introductions from that side. Anyone here would like to introduce yourself? Yep, and what brings you here in this raining season?
Hello everyone, myself Renisha Shah and I'm the co-founder of Upgrade India and we are a video content marketing expert there and we need to grow your business first. Yes, thank you.
Okay, awesome. You can volunteer, you can raise your hand in case if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, good evening. This is Krish. I'm a business development executive at an IT company named TSC Technology, where we build SaaS products for startups and businesses. And today I'm here to learn and make some valuable connections with some of you. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So theme is D2C brands. How many of you are building your own D2C brands or are curious about this? So yes.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ramesh Mishra. I am the founder of a D2C brand, Ahmedabad. We basically tie up with villagers and we are trying to sell their produce like teas and herbs acquiring throughout India.
Okay, awesome. Yes.
Hello everyone, good evening. Myself Raj Prajapati, I'm founder of Space Wellbeing, which is a nutraceutical D2C brand.
And that's it? Can you share a little more about it?
Yes, so in our products, we have one product for the weight management, two for the skincare, and one for the sleep cycle management in a nutraceutical product, dietary supplements way. Yes.
Okay, awesome. You mentioned, can you pass on the mic? And Viraj, you can go out.
Good evening everyone, myself Prateet Contractor. I am here to learn more about D2C businesses to increase my business. My business is Liet Perfumes. We provide artisanal Mongolian perfumes at an affordable price range. Thank you everyone.
Okay, awesome, nice. Can you pass on the mic to someone else? Anybody else? Can you briefly introduce yourself? So we'll do this introduction for 5-10 minutes and we'll start with our discussions. Yep, you can introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, myself Kuldeep C. I am a student basically and I am interested in business.
Okay, Raj, can you volunteer to take the mics to some other people?
Hi, good evening. I'm Prashant Rathod and I'm electronics engineer and I have done job for 22 years. And during Corona, I realized that business is more better than job. So I'm searching some opportunity where I can explore some business opportunity. And right now I am already joined one business group that is Infinity Worldwide, where we are giving health, wealth and happiness to people. But yes, D2C is more attracting to me, so I am searching some opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, we'll do a few more introductions, then we'll get started with the discussion. Yes, so this introduction, after 5-6 introduction gets a little boring, so louder and...
Sure. Hello everyone, my name is Hussein Lokhandwala. I'm a DevOps engineer by profession and also I'm a video editor by passion. So if you are looking to edit any videos, do let me know.
Last couple of introductions, and then we'll get started with the discussion.
Yeah, hi, my name is Yagnesh Mode and I'm the founder and CEO of the Special Character IT Services. We are into the education as well as the IT services business. Thank you so much.
Okay, last few and then we'll get started. So in case you can utilize this opportunity to talk about your brand, so the key learning of this discussion would be you have to really promote your brand very well in addition to building a good product.
Hello everyone, myself Anurag Jain. I have just recently completed my postgrad from Ahmedabad University. Currently I am working at Global Insurance Brokers and I am here to understand D2C businesses.
Hello everyone, my name is Harsh Vyas and I am sales and marketing manager of Vapar and I am product manager of PageMaker.
Hello, good evening everybody. I would like you all to welcome Subhajit Da over here on the dais to introduce everybody, and then maybe we can start with the session. Good evening to the speakers also. Yes.
Hi, very good evening to all of you. So much of silence won't work. First, let's have an applause for all the three wonderful speakers we have here. So the first thing that came into my mind when I saw the invitation is that you all have braved the Shark Tank. You have represented Gujarat, you have gone there and you have positioned and placed your brand. And I will happily like to call you the dolphins, because they are one species which the sharks are also even afraid of. So welcome again. And as if on cue, the weather god has changed. The weather is such that, we know that it has become a little aqua, like the new Avatar, and all the water animals are now happily playing around. Well, friends, I'm Shubhajit Sen. I am from the PR committee of Ahmedabad Management Association. I myself have a PR agency called Strategic Media Services, and whenever it comes to such interesting events and activations like this, where we have brand creators and brand builders on the dais, I do seek that opportunity to come over here and have this interesting chit chat. Let me quickly, therefore, first congratulate AMA for organizing this kind of an event. We know Gujarat as well as AMA, they are a hub now place for entrepreneurs, creative ideas, new thoughts, and we are all here to learn from some wonderful speakers and brands who have gone out there and they have experienced the whole, the thing of how it works and how it should work. So Jatinji, thanks again. You have been always bringing some, exciting things from time to time. And today's topic is about Ahmedabad Next, building D2C brands. What does this theme actually stand for? We will get to know from the speakers as to how they look at this whole thematic thing. So it's a unique collaborative initiative to bring insightful discussion on management, business, startup and growth stories from Gujarat to resonate with the resilience of an Ahmedabadi who excels despite all the odds. This is a collaboration initiative of Ichai Ventures, Ahmedabad Management Association and Communicate Karo. I will again request all of you to applaud once for Ichai Ventures, Jatinji, who himself has been such a creative, and I will also take this opportunity to call Giriraj sir, who is our AMA committee member, to please first welcome Jatin sir. Well, let me quickly start also introducing our key speakers. We will hear from them and Jatinji will then also help us moderate the session ahead. First of all, we have amongst us Miss Anushree Maloo, madam. She is the co-founder of Nutjob, Ahmedabad, India. We are honored to introduce her as an extraordinary individual who has made remarkable contributions to both the legal field and the entrepreneurial world. As a law student, her passion and dedication have led her to excel in her studies while simultaneously co-founding the innovative hygiene Nutjob startup. She is the co-founder and head of logistics at Nutjob. Anushree's leadership and logistical expertise have propelled the company to great success. Her unwavering determination and commitment to making a difference are truly inspiring. Let us applaud Anushree Maloo for her exceptional achievements and her ongoing pursuit of excellence. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. We are also aware about a little sad incidents, in your family, and we all should just pray for 1 minute for the departed noble soul. In spite of losing her grandmother yesterday, she is amongst us because the hunger of sharing information, that also continues. I wish all, please, we can just stand up for a minute and pray for the departed soul. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. When I was entering here, I could hear Mr. Prashant Rathore talking about his brand. I will request Prashantji to come please once on the stage and welcome Anushree. Our next speaker, Ms. Yushika Jolly. She is a founder and CEO of Paradise, Ahmedabad, India. It is our absolute pleasure to introduce Yushika Jolly, the visionary CEO and creative director of Paradise. With a background in fashion design and a master's degree in design management, Yushika's passion for hair coloring has made her an unparalleled expert in the field. As the driving force behind Paradise, she has personally curated a remarkable range of colors, traditional forms, and empowering individuals to embrace self-expression. Yushika's hand-on approach encompasses every aspect of Paradise's operations, ensuring an exceptional experience for customers. Let us all please applaud for Yushika Jolly for her transformative vision, exceptional leadership, as she revolutionizes the hair coloring industry with her unwavering commitment to innovation and empowerment. Welcome to the stage, Yushika ji. Well, they are wild, and that wild streak really looks good on you, ma'am. And hope it continues. Thank you so much. Can I invite, well, I'm looking for familiar faces here, but Maulik ji, if you can please come. Last but not the least, we have amongst us Mr. Siddharth Raghuvanshi. Sir, I was looking at the profiles yesterday and I really thank you for being here. You know why? There is so much of women empowerment happening. There is so much of talk about, Mother's Day, Women's Day. So you are actually ensuring we are not an extinct species. Thanks for being here.
Thanks to a woman, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So now behind every successful man, there will be strong and passionate women who will lead us. So that's great. Mr. Siddharth Raghuvanshi ji, founder and CEO of Paradise, Ahmedabad, India. He's the co-founder of Paradise with an MBA in banking and finance and extensive professional experience. Siddharth brings invaluable financial expertise to the organization. His core competencies lies in finance, audit, and managing the day-to-day operations of the company. Let us acknowledge and applaud for Siddharth for his pivotal role in driving the organization's success through his strategic insights and unwavering dedication. Let's applaud for him. And let me this time do the honors for you, sir. And thanks to all the wonderful audience. We know the weather god is playing a little tipsy-turvy today, but you are all here and we are all here to learn and listen to these wonderful speakers on the dais. So with that, I will set the ball rolling. I will let Jatin ji to now moderate further and tell us, and then, invite the speakers one by one. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So this introduction business helps us buy some time. So by the time we get our speakers to speak, ज़्यादा लोग आ जाते हैं. It sets up the tone. We'll just directly get started with our discussions. The format, if you've been to each meetups, you'll know I'll continue asking them questions, but you'll open up for everyone. And I would request you to ask questions and share your observations over Twitter. We'll just get started. We'll start with the origin stories and then we'll go more in depth about their businesses. So Anushree, how did Nutjob get started? What was that key moment for you to get started with Nutjob?
We came up with the idea in 2020 during lockdown, and it just came out with a the idea came out when we were just having a healthy discussion in the family with our parents, especially with our fathers, because we saw that they used to use so much of talcum powder just to keep their intimates hygiene and dry. And the discussion led to that, since school, females, women are being, educated for intimate hygiene specifically. And for males, we thought that, there's a lack of education and lack of products available in the market and awareness specifically for male intimate hygiene. And so we researched and we found out that there are products available in the US market and the Europe market which are catering to intimate hygiene, not just with intimate wash but different other products as well. So we researched, and as the time passed and we could get the products here from US and India, as international markets and sort of export open. So we ordered those products, and we went to see couple of manufacturers who could make a similar kind of a product for us but for a Indian skin. So the formation and the formulation and the ingredients, we have changed couple of them from the product we got from US, because we wanted to cater to Indian skin, considering that 70% humid weather in India. And we got the formulations. We met couple of manufacturer, but as the category was very new, it was a very niche category. We wanted a manufacturer who could give us a minimum order quantity just to start, just to test the market, and not just telling us that you have to give 10,000 units of order and then only we'll do the production. So that was the biggest challenge for us initially, that we had to find a manufacturer who could give us a minimum order quantity just to start and test the market. Then we launched, we did a couple of sample round, we did test the market, asking our male friends, friends of friends to use the product, give us the feedback. And initially our packaging was so raw when we went on Shark Tank India also, because we just wanted to launch it, we just wanted to test the market. And Shark Tank just happened very simultaneously, because May 2021 was the time we launched our website. We started selling online. We listed our products on Amazon in July, and July end was the time we applied for Shark Tank India. September was the time we went for auditions to Mumbai. Before that, we were again, trying to list the products on Amazon, on Flipkart, and different channels we could see. And November was the time we went for the shoot. And when we went for the shoot, I remember we had to take a CA certified about your sales, that this is the sales. And we were very pre-revenued. I would say below 3 lakhs was the sales when we went on Shark Tank India. And the graph has just turned 360 degree, because after Shark Tank India, the amount of awareness, the amount of appreciation, the amount of awareness specifically with this category was so huge that people at least wanted to order and try. Maybe they didn't know about the category, maybe they didn't know how to use the product, but they wanted to try because they saw something on Shark Tank India and it was so validating. And we started with 3 products only, and now we have a SKU of 9 products, just catering to male intimate hygiene.
Awesome.
So this has been the journey, and I think Shark Tank India has given me a huge platform to market, to aware people about a category like this, where it is so taboo in India just to talk about periods, also to talk about sanitary pads also. In a country like this, 2 females coming out and talking about male intimate hygiene was the biggest challenge we have faced, because I remember people before Shark Tank India, people used to come, our own relatives used to come and tell us that 2 लड़कियों को ये चीज़ नहीं करनी चाहिए, you should not cater to, you should, तुमको business करना है, कोई भी business कर लो. Why this? So exactly that was the answer, that why this, because we saw a huge market gap.
Awesome.
And yeah, just
Thank
to
you so
change
much,
that.
Yushika and Siddharth, the origin story of Paradise.
Yeah, so well, it was quite personal. I have been coloring my hair since 10 years now. So it was something that I was quite interested in. And, you know, like as Anushree said, you know, there was obviously in India, like we have a market gap, I feel, in almost all the categories. So I was in London for 2 years for my master's, and then there I saw, you know, the market for fashion colors was so huge. And when I came back, I just thought, you know, like market bhi hai, and also my background, my father had industries for chemical dyes, and Gujarat mein to I'm sure, you know, like बहुत industries, like I'm from Ankleshwar वैसे, so Ankleshwar mein there are so many industries. It's a chemical town, industrial town. So my father was doing this for 27 years, you know, and he used to export it all across the globe. So obviously not the colors but the dyes, in a very raw form. So I just knew, you know, घर पे है, and not that किसी को ये idea ऐसा नहीं था, मेरे father ने बोला कि कर लो. And then I and you know, I spoke to my brother, and I met Siddharth also by then. So we just discussed, you know, like market bhi hai, gap bhi hai, and by that time COVID was also there. So we all were, you know, just sitting idle. So that was the time where we, you know, just thought, you know, let's just give it a shot, and we started Paradise.
Awesome. So what was the first process? Like you identified this category of colors that you'll create, and then you went about it, or you did a customer survey or something?
No, so I was the prime customer. मैं 10 साल से कर रही थी, तो मुझे पता था कि, you know, like what colors I have used and what colors would people want. So we started with 9 colors, and now we have 25 plus colors, and overall, you know, 50 plus SKUs. So it just grew on from there, and you know, the moment we started the first month only, the response was amazing. You know, like I think we started a pre-order thing before 2 weeks, and we clocked around 25,000 ka sales, you know, like in the first day itself.
Okay.
So that was, you know, a very big validation for us.
Awesome. And what was your initial go-to market? Like you had your website and you will put it on social media or marketplace pay. So what was in those?
Yeah, so initially we only started selling on our own website because it was a pre-order kind of a thing also. So, you know, we got our website online, and that was kind of like a testing phase also. If there are any errors in the website, then, you know, might as well get them resolved in the early stages rather than opening it up fully. So we kind of did a soft launch and made sure our website is also, you know, working properly.
Okay, we'll get to those. Your website is Birds of Paradise.
Yes.
Why that?
Yes.
So actually the process began like launching se pehle. It took us 1 year in, you know, just the development of branding, packaging, formulation, everything. So even though, you know, like we had the dyes, that is all we had, right? We had to get formulators on board, we had to set up a factory, we had to set up a manufacturing unit, we had to get the packaging, the brand name, everything, right? So it took us about, I would say, 7 months to minimum to do all this. And I was actually watching this documentary called The Dancing Birds on Netflix. So it was about the birds of paradise, you know, so it's actually a thing, you know, birds of paradise, they are known for their bright feathers. So I just thought, you know, like with my colors, you know, I also feel like I'm a bird of paradise. So that is how the name came about.
Awesome.
Yeah, and the first 9 colors are also named after the birds of paradise.
Okay. Anushree, the nut job name is very self-explanatory. Have you thought other names, or this was the name you went ahead with?
No, this wasn't the first name we thought of. We were just sitting and just talking around, but as we had something that we want to play around nuts, because nuts is a slang for balls, testicles. So we wanted to play around that. So we were discussing, so Ananya was sitting on the laptop. She, like, a name comes up and we are just was buying the domain. So I remember we have bought couple of domains. So there were 2 nuts, do nuts, nut work, nut job, and couple of things. And then we all agreed on nut job. And the logo design was done by my uncle, saying that, you know, the 2 nuts, the 2 U's has to be, you know, symbolizing as in 2 nuts, 2 testicles. So that is why they are up and down.
Okay. Awesome. Interesting. I'll continue asking them questions, but we'll open up for the participants. Anybody has any questions? Can you take the mic? And specific question, sir?
Hello. My question is for Anushree. So the problem you mentioned about going to manufacturer and asking them to produce less just for product market fit. Now that's a big problem, but people usually don't discuss that. So one another problem like that brands or entrepreneur like me faces is when he thinks if I have made a product, how will I manage deliveries? Like I can't have a network of delivery men in my city. So should I face cities or states? How did you go about solving the delivery, and how much budget did you allocate uh, previously for the deliveries before you started it?
Okay, so for the delivery part, of course, we have actually jumped from one portal to different portals, as in, delivery partners. So initially when we started from our website, we use delivery. They have their own client portal, so you need to register. They give you a live seminar that where how can you, so as you scale, you can integrate the website and the shipping partner portal. But when we started, we actually had to manually make the shipments, because we didn't have that much orders to integrate. Because when you integrate on a platform like ShipRocket or Easy Ecom, you need to pay certain subscription monthly to integrate that platforms with your website, where they will automatically take your orders and you just need to fulfill them. So when we started, we were making the shipments manually, and that was delivering like pan India. So that was easy, but then again it works recharge wallet. So you have to keep on. You make shipments manually as if you package them yourself? Yeah. We still do that. So we haven't given our products to a third party warehousing, and we still do the packaging from our own warehouse. Like I sit there personally, it's more of a warehouse come office. So like first half I'm totally at the floor where the packaging and everything happens.
Okay, and Yushika and Siddharth, how has been your experience with figuring out this delivery partners? And is this a solved problem now with so many aggregators, or it is still a problem even though there are many players?
So initially, that is a problem for everyone. But now there are so many platforms, like she said, especially aggregators, where they give you a lot of delivery partners as an option, and you can choose whichever is the cheapest or whichever is the fastest. And if somebody is not doing well for you, then you can just switch your delivery partners internally as well. So, but because of so much access to information, we knew and we did our research, and we kind of knew that we either have to go with ShipRocket or delivery or some of the big names and see how it works out. But the main problem is not even that. The main problem is the last mile delivery, because as your orders grow up, the numbers go up, it is very difficult to track every order individually, and it is like there is no control on the person who is delivering your order. And that is the point that when I realized that so many times we get wrong items in the delivery, or the delivery gets late. It is rarely the brand's or the company's fault, but the shipment just goes and it just gets stuck somewhere. So eventually, initially we were doing all the customer care ourselves. Then eventually, as the volumes grew, it was too much of a thing to maintain on our own. So then we had to divulge and have a proper team to take care of all these things.
Okay, and what you want to add a point in this? Yeah.
No, I just want to say like the holy grail of startup, like the first 3 platforms that we had were Shopify, ShipRocket and Razorpay. Like these 3 are good enough for you to know and start your business. And that is what we did. And obviously when you grow, you change your partners, you add more platforms. But if you know the basics of these 3, your business is set to, you can start.
Correct. And I know there are a lot of early stage D2C founders there in the audience. So when you will build this brand, you will work with a lot of outside partners, the vendors, like for manufacturing or sourcing something, or when you will do a digital marketing, or you'll have for. So you can pick up any 1 or 2 use cases of working with these partners where you would outsource some piece of your business. And what has worked, what were your understanding that if you want to get work done from a performance marketer, this is how your brief should be, or from a logistics or for a product development process. So you can pick up any one piece of your business, and if you can share anything more about it. Then what has been your learning over the period of 2-3 years?
I think as you grow, you need to, I don't think it's possible to have everything in-house. It's very okay to give, hire somebody who is, as a third-party agency they are working. For example, for us, there is a third-party agency who is developing our websites. So whatever changes you need, they will do. But then after some point you realize that you need a coder in house, because the agency also has so much on their plate. So आपको तुरंत कुछ change करना है ना website पे, then you have to follow till the agency does. But छोटा बहुत आप in house रख सकते हैं the coder who can easily do the changes through Shopify. So Shopify helps that. Then again we are using EasyCom, ShipRocket. Again, those platforms are for delivery. You just need to integrate your website with them. They will get all the orders and you just have to fulfill them. Again, as on ShipRocket also, you get multiple of delivery partners. You will get Blue Dart, you will get Express B, you will get Amazon Shipping, and they will have charges, different charges. So you can of course choose whatever is, but that happens when you have an individual shipment to be sent. I think bulk uploads you need to integrate with a specific courier partner only, because it's not easy. Like you cannot do it, select one order and you just could choose the options from the delivery that this partner is the cheapest, I will deliver. So those platforms, and now they have different platforms for your WhatsApp messaging also, where you could reach to customers at different level. If he has just ordered he will get a confirmation that this is the order, would you want to edit it or not. So Wixo, a platform like Wixo, a platform for Convertway, there are different platforms who just design your templates which go to your customer on a WhatsApp or on an email, where the whole conversation happens.
Nice. Any anecdote you can pick up working with vendors, partners?
We try to keep most of the things in-house. That is what we believe. Jitna kam hum outsource kar sake, we'll have more control and more precision, and faster. As Anushree said, ke wo follow-up mein itna time waste hota hai. When we started, we also had an agency, जो हमारे लिए performance marketing कर रही थी. Then we figured out कि कितना time लग रहा है कि मेरा ad नहीं चल रहा है, मुझे performance नहीं आ रहा है, to follow up and what's wrong. And धीरे-धीरे we started building teams in-house. So now we have performance in-house. And for website, I only made the website when we started, and uske baad, like Shopify gives you an account manager or like a helper of sorts, and they charge like 10,000 rupees and they'll help you make the website. You just have to give your assets, which is the creative pictures or whatever, the SKU pictures. So that is how I started, and uske baad I think currently only platforms are something that we have like an agency for, and baki we don't have anything that we need to follow up with somebody ke karo. We have built a very robust system in-house for that.
Okay, awesome. I'll continue asking them questions, but anyone has any questions? Yes. आपने तो गिफ्ट दिया था.
Is there any licensing requirement or any government compliances you have to take? Because since you both having that product which is using some chemicals, so is there any licensing requirement?
Yes, of course. So
okay. So how you have to deal with that?
Yeah. So I think all the cosmetic products requires some kind of an FDCA approval. If they are Ayurvedic or that kind of products, then I think Ayush certification also works. So now the processes are much simpler. If you just Google, Gujarat FDCA requirements, then you will get all the lists on their website. There are lists like so for us, we had to set up a manufacturing unit. So we had to, do all the research that how big of a space will we need, how big should the manufacturing room be, what all room should be there in the manufacturing unit. So all these things, we did it ourselves, but definitely there are other consultancies also outside who will do it for you. But I am a miser, I don't like to spend outside to different agencies, so we did all that on our own, most of the things. And yes, and every product that we want to launch, we have to submit the documents to the FDCA almost a month ago, make sure that it is approved. If the FDCA finds any new ingredient, then they will come back to us that what is this ingredient. Then we have to tell them there are similar products in US market, in Indian market or wherever, and accordingly then they approve the product. Okay.
Yeah. Is there any audit also they are doing on that?
Yeah, so FDCA conducts random audits at times. I mean, it's not decided, so they can just come in anytime. It's like running any restaurant or something, any
Normal
factory
process.
in the sense, like, you know, they can just come in and check if all your paperwork is in order, if the hygiene is being maintained or not. So yeah, all that does happen regularly.
आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ कि now after Shark Tank उनको लगा ये तो बहुत बड़ी पार्टी है so they'll become little more stringent, they'll start asking you more. Have you experienced something like that?
नहीं, not yet. मतलब शार्क टैंक के टाइम पे हम लोगों ने सुना था कि once you come on शार्क टैंक तो मे बी, यू नो, अथॉरिटीज़ की नज़रों में आ जाओगे कि इसका इतना धंधा हो रहा है, ये है, वो है. बट फॉर्चुनेटली वी डिड नॉट फेस एनीथिंग लाइक दैट. डेफिनेटली उसके बाद एक ऑडिट का नज़र बढ़ जाता है, बिकॉज FDA वाला जब एरिया से निकल रहा होगा तब उसको पता होगा कि भाई ये लोग ये बनाते हैं. तो व्हेन यू सी, इफ़ आई एम टेलिंग ऑन टेलीविजन कि मैं हेयर कलर बेच रहा हूँ और अगर मैं फैक्ट्री में नहीं बना रहा हूँ या मैं कुछ और बना रहा हूँ और वो डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखेगा तो दे कैन चेक दैट इफ यू नो इफ देर आर एनी गैप्स, बट देर वर नॉट, सो वी डिड नॉट फेस एनी.
Okay. Anushree, you had to take some licensing for your business?
No, not in our case, because we had a third party manufacturer who was doing it. So I as a brand don't need, because I am not the manufacturer, I am the marketer. So the manufacturer has to take certain licenses, of course. And why it is compulsory for us also to have those licenses, because on listing on e-commerce platform, even the companies, even the platforms like Amazon, Nykaa will ask you for the certifications. So though you give the manufacturer certificate, that doesn't matter, but you need to give certification licenses also for exports also. So because we started exporting, so we need all the licenses clear from the manufacturer.
Okay. Yes. Can you pass on the mic? Speak louder and specific question.
So I have two questions. First question is that, you know, I'm sure after Shark Tank, your customer visit must be the exponential high, right? So what exactly you do to maintain that, you know, graph, okay, for, you know, customer visit? And the second question is that in this particular business, the major problem is that, you know, return policy, okay, and the return. So how do you handle that return things, return product things in your business?
Okay, two questions. So you can pick up one.
Okay. Talking about RTOs, we don't take products back because it's a personal care products. So until and unless the product you received is damaged, we send you a replacement. Or if you got a wrong product, then you get a replacement. But if the person comes and says कि now I don't like the smell, or I don't want to use it anymore, or I don't know how to use it, then we on our website it's clearly written that it's a intimate hygiene product, it's a personal care. So usually काफ़ी categories में होता है, not just this category, काफ़ी categories में होता है कि आप product वापस लोगे ही नहीं. It's not clothing, shoes या कुछ भी. तो वो category में आपको size change और replacement या refund मिल जाता है. हमारी policy नहीं.
Have you observed people tried getting a
Yeah,
refund?
they do, because they for talking about hair removal spray, वो because of some ingredients the smell is little picky. ठीक है, तो people might not like the smell, but then they just come के smell नहीं अच्छी लगी. तो it's because of the ingredients, because of the usage of the products. Because आप दूसरे भी कोई hair removal जो females के लिए भी आते हैं, उसमें भी एक particular picky smell होती है.
Okay.
But उसमें आप fragrance नहीं डाल सकते, because the utility of the product is very different. So आप उसको वो perfume की तरह आप बोलोगे it has to smell good, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Second.
Yes, Yushika, Siddharth, you complete the first answer, then we'll do the second.
So I'll take the RTO thing. So definitely a lot of people try to return your products, especially when they don't know how to use it. मतलब हमारे लिए it is a very peculiar case, because we have fashion hair colors, like semi-permanent hair colors, which do not show up on black hair. So you have to have some kind of pre-lightening, या फिर आपको थोड़े से बाल brownish या blonde होने चाहिए for the colors to show. और बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ starting में कि लोगों ने they don't either read the descriptions, or you know there is not enough knowledge and they apply it on black hair. And ऐसा भी हुआ है कि लोगों ने हमारे डब्बे का फोटो खींच के एक्सपायरी डेट को मॉर्फ करके फोटोशॉप में अमेजोन पे कंप्लेन कराया कि मुझे एक्सपायर्ड प्रोडक्ट मिला है. And thankfully, because we have designers in house, so they were able to see कि भाई ये Photoshop है, and we raised it to Amazon. But yeah, customers will go to a lot of extent. But like she said, majorly personal care categories में, cosmetics categories में, return policies is not like clothes and shoes कि आपने बोला तो हमने वापस ले लिया. Until and unless there is a product defect कि product ही खराब है, there are usually no returns. And in case, you know, obviously exceptions तो होते ही हैं कि किसी ने गलत order कर दिया है, किसी को रेड की जगह पिंक चाहिए, तो you know we make certain exceptions at some times, but in general no RTOs नहीं लेते.
Okay, second question. अब शार्क टैंक के बाद जो स्पाइक आता है उसको बचाने के लिए क्या करते हो? बोल तू सीन मत जाओ, ऐसा मीम लगा.
Definitely शार्क टैंक के बाद काफ़ी स्पाइक आता है, you know, there's a lot of traffic, inbound traffic जो शार्क टैंक के बाद जो लोग देख लेते हैं, then they are searching. So one mistake that we did was कि हमने हमारे Google ads पे जो spends होते हैं, like हमने control नहीं करे, तो everybody was searching paradise, but they were not buying paradise. तो हमारे 50,000 रुपए एक ही दिन में, you know, like चले गए because people kept searching for paradise. Then we realized, you know, like obviously there is a lot of traction and we need to make the most of it क्योंकि अब इतना traffic आ रहा है, so we need to sell to them. So we made a lot of creatives, we created offers and the content has to keep going, right? You cannot stop. If you want people के वो आते रहे आपके website पे, आपका product में interest दिखाए. So content marketing is something that we believe कि, you know, should be like a daily thing, 24/7 thing, that आपका brand लोगों के mind से निकल ना जाए. So emailers है, newsletters हो गए, WhatsApp पे messages हो गए, Instagram हो गया, Twitter हो गया, you know, like you will see paradise everywhere कि हम लोगों के दिमाग से निकल ना जाए. So that is how you keep getting people back to your website.
Anushree?
Yeah, same thing. I think I agree with Yushika that you need to keep on marketing and content for D2C brand is so important that people, you have to make the content shareable. अगर वो content आपको अच्छा लगता है ना तो वो share होता है and then people at least know the brand or they at least land on your website, they try to understand about the product and it is very important because अभी जो है सब it is on e-commerce.
Correct. Just
So,
adding on to that. So there is a playbook. Okay? As a D2C brand, there are a lot of things you could do. So from your own experiences, can you pick up one thing? कि एक campaign हमने सोचा, this is how we executed. It could be a very कोई poster हो सकता है या reel हो सकता है या but any campaign that you know you thought you executed and what results you could get after that.
okay, so I have one particular campaign which worked. We never thought, but it actually worked. So when ये शार्क टैंक के टाइम का ही था जो फरवरी मार्च वाला टाइम पे था लाइक वो तो वी वर गेटिंग लाइक couple of messages from like you know females that can we use the liquid powder. So we thought that okay, you can, but then we thought that you know maybe उनका usage कुछ different या कुछ होगा. That is why we launched a specifically just one product for females in our category to cater them. And then again we got you know couple of messages from that you know stating that I want to gift my partner, my boyfriend or my husband that you know which product should I gift. And that is why we we created a campaign that we were targeting females during our ads, that this is a gift that you will give to your partner but it is coming back to you, that if your partner is using this it is ultimately coming back to you. So it's more like a gift but it is a return gift for you.
Correct. So a insight आया, you thought कि you will build a campaign. So copy क्या था? Have you experimented कि ये copy use करेंगे, उसमें से कोई learning कुछ आया कि particular a line use करेंगे for Insta story और
हाँ मतलब यही हम लोगों के जो one liners थे या caption था वो वही scene में था कि फीमेल्स अपने पार्टनर को गिफ्ट करेंगे तो अल्टीमेटली इट इज कमिंग बैक टू यू. तो ये गिफ्ट आप दे रहे हो बट आ तो रही है आपके पास ही.
Okay.
So around that line we were doing the campaign and we had different social media posts and creatives around that.
Awesome. आपके केस में कोई any campaign that you can share? Then we'll have you.
Campaigns, I personally do not remember a particular campaign, but one thing that we really noticed in our journey till now is that कि जो authentic content होता है, जो हमारे customers बनाते हैं, वो कंटेंट जितना चलता है उतना यूजुअली कोई कंटेंट नहीं चलता है. मतलब इट डजेंट मैटर कि आप 10 लाख रुपए का 50 लाख रुपए का शूट करा लो या कुछ करा लो, बट टिल द ऑडियंस डज नॉट सी रियल पीपल यूजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट्स एंड दे आर नॉट एबल टू रिलेट टू द पीपल यूजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट, वो लोग यूज़ नहीं करेंगे. मतलब इमेजिन कि आप दीपिका पादुकोण या ऐसी किसी बड़ी सेलिब्रिटी को कलर्ड बाल में देख लो you will always think कि नहीं चलो ये तो celebrity है कुछ भी कर सकती है. But when you see somebody like you using those products, you know, you get that confidence or you know that thing कि चलो let's try. Maybe I also want to try. So this is one learning that you know we really got in our experience.
Okay. Yes, Subhajit. आपका question.
Question to pose to both of you. I see a lot of young entrepreneurs, you know, sitting here dreaming about the entrepreneurial world. You have represented Gujarat and your organization at the level of Shark Tank. If you could tell us how did it happen? What was the preparation? And you know, one night before the main thing, what was your brand thinking? Were you thinking it's too early? Are we really prepared? So how did the whole experience go? Okay.
We have a full-fledged session about that on 23rd, but you can answer today also.
Actually it was not a lot, you know, like मुझे दिखा मैंने Shark Tank 1 बहुत religiously देखा था and I loved the show and quite entertaining. मैंने काफ़ी products भी खरीदे, so I felt, you know, अब season 2 में तो I will apply. And I told him कि let's apply. He was not interested. Like no, I don't want to go on TV. नहीं करना. तो I said leave it. I'll apply. So मैंने खुद ही भर दिया and literally, you know, like it took me half an hour to just do everything, like पूरा application. And उसके बाद they asked for a video last में, you know, like shoot like a pitch, like a mock pitch and send a video. Then I asked him again, you know, like they're asking for a video. You have to come. So I got him and मतलब he was just मतलब बहुत टेक्स लग रहे थे. मैंने कहा तू हट जा, I'll only send. And I sent like अपने phone पे, I kept the phone, I spoke about the startup and it took me like 5 minutes and that is what I sent. So you know, I see a lot of people, they got it shot professionally and they kept asking कि क्या भेजे. You know, it was just बहुत ही मजे में हमने भेज दिया. It took me like, you know, 1 hour to complete the application and then they call you for if they like your application, they call you for auditions in Bombay in front of like a mock pitch mock Shark Tank type का. And udhar bhi, you know, we got a lot of appreciation. People loved the products, people loved my hair color, and I think we were quite confident कि हो ही जाएगा, you know, because there was no other brand at that time who was doing this. So it was not something कि हमें like मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा कि नहीं होगा. And you know, they called us back, you know, we'd love to जो भी वो shooting रहता है final, you know, you welcome to Shark Tank वाला. And then again you have to go to Bombay and the team is very helpful. They help you set up the whole जो क्या बोलते हैं उससे set रहता है उनका. And they get, you know, 2 दिन वो आपको रखते हैं studio में for practicing and you know, very helpful team. And you know, that is how it happened. And then obviously it's not scripted. A lot of people ask, is it scripted? No, it's not. Only the 2 minutes का pitch, they make you practice and उसके बाद it's all organic, your conversation with the sharks.
Okay, and just adding on to that, ऐसा कोई चीज़ हुआ कि you जब Shark Tank interview हुआ था, you communicated in a certain thing, but TV में वो थोड़ा अलग narrative से आया कि you wanted to communicate and that happened on TV.
Not really. वो 45 minutes 1 hour का pitch रहता है and they showed like 20-30 minutes, मतलब 30 भी नहीं 20 minutes उन्होंने दिखाया था हमारा episode. Obviously वो edit करते हैं, थोड़ा drama, मतलब थोड़ा बहुत shift करते हैं, but ऐसा नहीं था कि कुछ अलग ही दिखा दिया. Context change नहीं करते हैं.
Story was more or less
same.
Anushree, we've done this multiple times, but you share your story कि season 1 कैसे discover किया?
She said my experience was opposite of that. Because एक तो season 1 हमको पता ही नहीं था. Initially जब हम लोग auditions उसके लिए गए ना, तब तक के Sony TV को यही था कि ये OTT पे आएगा, Sony Live app पे आएगा. So हम लोगों को ये था कि हमारी एज की जो ऑडियंस होगी वो ही सोनी लिव फॉलो करती है, वो देखती है. बट देन लेटर ऑन व्हेन वी वेंट फॉर द शूट, उसके थोड़े दिन पहले ही पता चला कि ये नेशनल टेलीविज़न पे आने वाला है एंड प्राइम टाइम पे आने वाला है, केबीसी को रिप्लेस करने वाला है. तो जो केबीसी की ऑडियंस है ना वो बहुत वाइडन है, एज इन लाइक हम हमारी एज की भी देखते हैं, पेरेंट्स की एज की भी देखते हैं, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स की एज की भी देखते हैं. एंड हम लोगों की तब तक के पिच रेडी हो गई थी कि हम लोग 2 लड़कों की तरह एंट्री करने वाले हैं, जो कि हमारे घर पे नहीं पता था. We didn't tell them that we are doing something this on a national television. And I was still in that thing कि मैं ये करूँ कि नहीं करूँ, because you know it was a very big deal for us to, you know, dress up like guys. वो ठीक है, scratching our balls and going and you know presenting the whole brand was a very difficult challenge for us. And हम लोग कर रहे थे and दोनों के लिए बिजनेस एक्सपीरियंस बहुत नया था. तो दोज टर्म्स इक्विटी, वैल्यूएशन, डेथ, ये सारे टर्म्स इतने नए थे कि हम लोगों को एक्चुअली हम लोग वो वाइवा के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हैं ना, वैसे आई वॉज सिटिंग विथ माई अंकल विथ माई हस्बैंड दैट ही वॉज टेलिंग मी के ऐसे वैल्यूएशन कैलकुलेट होगी, ऐसे होगा, ये लोग ये पूछेंगे, ग्रॉस मार्जिन्स पूछेंगे, नेट प्रॉफिट्स पूछेंगे, सेलिंग प्राइस क्या है, यू हैव टू हैव एवरीथिंग ऑन योर फिंगर टिप, that you need to have numbers on your fingertip. I was like, okay. Then this happened and Ananya and I divided the work. The financials wala main sab I will take on my plate, the product and the market related you will take up the questions. हम लोग लिटरली वो एग्जाम में जो डिवाइड करते हैं ना कि ये सिलेबस इतना तू करेगी, इतना सिलेबस मैं करूँगी, हम लोग ने इस तरह से डिवाइड करा था, बिकॉज इट वॉज वेरी न्यू फॉर अस टू प्रेजेंट अ ब्रांड लाइक दिस एंड गो एंड टॉक अबाउट अ ब्रांड लाइक दिस जिसका अभी तक के हम लोगों को अप्रिसिएशन नहीं मिला था बिफोर शार्क टैंक इंडिया. सो एंड आई थिंक वो अश्नीर एंड वो सब का जो पहले वो सुना हुआ था ना, इट वॉज ऑलरेडी शिट्स केयरिंग मी दैट ग्रिल होने वाला है. हम लोग वही प्रिपेयर होके गए थे कि ग्रिल होने वाले हैं, दैट दे वोंट मे बी आई विल मैं शायद वो लोग मुझे पूछेंगे कुछ और मैं आई माइट नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन, एंड बिकॉज इट्स अ लाइव यू डोंट हैव अ कट दैट आपने फंबल किया, आपने गलत बोला तो वो कट होगा, रीटेक होगा, इट्स एवरीथिंग इन वन शॉट. इवन इफ यू फंबल वो लोग आपको बोलेंगे यू जस्ट रिपीट द लाइन, वो एडिटिंग में वो कर देंगे, बट यू डोंट गेट अ सेकेंड चांस टू डू दैट. So I think it was a different experience for us.
Awesome.
I think because of season 1 we had some kind of an idea कि क्या questions पूछ सकते हैं, क्या है क्या नहीं है, but yeah same similar for us also. Finance और ये सारे questions were for me और branding related सारे questions.
You have to do that because you अब वो उस scenario पे आप इतने nervous होते हो ना कि आपको एक तो आपको पता था आप नेशनल टेलीविजन पे जा रहे हो, लोग आपको देखने वाले हैं, तो इवन इफ
कॉन्शियस हो जाते
हो बैक ऑफ द माइंड ही आप कॉन्शियस होते हैं. एंड नोइंग दैट दीज 5 पीपल हैव मेड देयर ब्रांड सो बिग सो वेल नोन, मतलब उनको तो इतना एक्सपीरियंस होगा कि आप कुछ भी ब्लफ करने भी जाओगे ना या कुछ भी आप मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन भी दे रहे हो ना, वो तुरंत पकड़ लेंगे. दैट
नाइस. फ्यू मोर यस लाउडर कैन यू पास ऑन द माइक. Suresh bhai first and then Viraj.
What research that you have done, because the kind of product that you are I think marketing, there are so many competitors, I think they are there. So what was the idea of what products category and how do the pricing, how to market, what kind of research you have done for launching this product?
Okay. Yushika, you mentioned that you were that ideal consumer.
Yeah, so actually there is no competition for fashion colors in India. So if you might know, there's L'Oreal, Godrej, Streaks. There are these brands who cater to audience above 35 years old, जिनके बाल white हो जाते हैं. So their main messaging is कि बाल सफ़ेद हो गए तो color लगा दो. That is grey coverage colors. And the colors that we got into were fashion colors. So हमारा ideal TG was 18 to 25. जो कॉलेज जा रहा है, जिसको काले बाल नहीं चाहिए, जिसे ब्लू, पिंक, पर्पल, ग्रीन, हु वांट टू एक्सपेरिमेंट विद देयर लुक. सो वो ऑडियंस ही अलग था. एंड इंडिया में ये कलर इतना पॉपुलर था ही नहीं. अभी भी इट्स नॉट दैट पॉपुलर बट इट्स चेंजिंग. सो बट जब मैं बाहर गई थी पढ़ने, आई सॉ इट इज़ क्वाइट नॉर्मल इन वहाँ काफ़ी सारे ब्रांड्स थे. सो मोर देन रिसर्च इट वॉज मोर इंट्यूशन एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन दैट लेड अस टू लॉन्च द ब्रांड.
Okay. Viraj, your question.
Okay, so my question to is Yushika and Siddharth. Okay, what are the customer acquisition strategy you used when you started and now, and what worked and what didn't work?
And he's a performance marketer.
So initially, I think one of the best things that worked for us was her own online presence. मतलब at that time she did not have a lot of followers, but अगर कोई भी इनके इसके इंस्टाग्राम पे जाता तो you could see that she has always had colored hair. So to put up a face जिसने hair colors इतने सालों से use कर रहे हैं, that kind of builds a trust in the customer. And secondly, we played with the idea कि a consumer who is 16, 18 or up to 24, 25, especially in the times of COVID, where you have to wear a face mask. You know, the only thing, and during COVID, जो makeup का industry था, जो lipstick का industry था, that really went down because nobody was buying. And this was a time when we knew कि people are looking to experiment, people are looking to do something DIY. And the same treatment you go to the salon, you know, you get it for 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, and similar thing. अगर आप bleach भी खरीद के खुद कर लो तो 1500-1600 रुपए में आप घर पे कर सकते हो. So these are some of the points that, you know, we played on, and we showed the customer that, you know, you can do it at home. You don't need to go out, spend more. And then we had her this also, and then we had a lot of customers from her profile.
So strategy basically ये था कि क्योंकि मैं कलर कर रही थी तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स को पता था, I had a network of, तब मेरे कुछ 1000 फॉलोअर्स होंगे. So जब मैंने पोस्ट डाला कि मेरा ब्रांड शुरू हो रहा है, so like support or whatever, तो उसमें से 4-5 लोगों ने सोचा होगा कि अच्छा मैं खरीद सकती हूँ. तो तब मैंने इंस्टाग्राम से अपने फ्रेंड्स वगैरह सबसे पोस्ट कराया. So that was our initial step. एंड उसके बाद वी ऑल्सो नो कि परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग इज समथिंग जो अब हर D2C ब्रांड कर रही है. सो वी गॉट एन एजेंसी ऑन बोर्ड बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द ब्रांड ओनली. एंड उसके बाद मैंने खुद ही क्रिएटिव्स बना लिए कि अपना फोटो डाल के कलर एंड समथिंग बहुत ही बेसिक सा ऑन कैनवा. एंड दैट इज हाउ मैंने परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग वाले को दे दिया कि तू ये क्रिएटिव्स चला. एंड सो दैट वाज आवर फर्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी टू गेट कस्टमर्स टू नोटिस अस. एंड बिफोर वी लॉन्च, वी जैसे मैंने बोला प्री ऑर्डर्स में ही हमने 25,000 के सेल्स कर लिए थे. तो दैट इज हाउ वी स्टार्टेड. एंड परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस पर ही हमने सारे कस्टमर्स अक्वायर किए एंड माई इंस्टाग्राम. एंड अभी ऑब्वियसली वी हैव मल्टीपल चैनल्स एंड मल्टीपल वेज टू अक्वायर कस्टमर्स. ऑब्वियसली परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग इज स्टिल आर नंबर 1, एंड वी कीप एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग विद क्रिएटिव्स. वी हैव अ वेरी गुड इन हाउस डिज़ाइन टीम. मैंने खुद डिज़ाइन पढ़ा है निफ्ट से. सो आई लीड दैट. वी कीप चेंजिंग आवर क्रिएटिव्स. हमें लगता है अगर ये डाउन जा रहा है, सो इंस्टेंटली वी मेक न्यू वंस. We take advantage of pop culture and a lot of different things. हमारे customers हमें जो pictures भेजते हैं, those do really well. So performance marketing is one. Then obviously there's influencer marketing जो लोग करते हैं to acquire customers. Again barter system पे we still work. Like हम product देंगे, आप content दोगे, so that is one strategy. And then other is our in campus activations कि हम campus students को हमारे products भेजते हैं to create awareness in their campuses. So that is one other strategy that we follow to get more customers.
Okay, 7:28. We'll have another 10-12 minutes of this discussion. Yes, ma'am. Louder. Mike. अभी लाइट हार्टेड क्वेश्चन पूछना, इंटेलेक्चुअल क्वेश्चन का टाइम खत्म.
So firstly, we congratulate to all because you represent even Ahmedabad and Gujarat to that level. So basically we are from IT company, so we have developed one product for our customers who can build their own softwares and all. So basically you said that you should have one thing that you can in-house, you can do everything to build your product and these things. So our product is also doing the same thing and they can do everything on their own. But what I think that they are facing that they can't get more sales because there would be some trust issues, because both of the products are like some of your customers may think that my hair will fall in, or basically maybe you will get some reach after Shark Tank, but before in an initial stage, how you grow your product, how you gain their trust. So yeah.
Okay, nice question. Hold.
In our category, to gain the trust से better हमारे लिए था awareness create करना, educate करना लोगों को. So मेरा creative या मेरे campaigns जो थे वो शायद sales related नहीं थे कि आप मेरा product purchase करो. मेरा मेरा more campaign इसके साथ था कि मुझे aware करना है, educate करना है लोगों को कि why intimate hygiene specifically for male is important. क्योंकि फीमेल्स में हम लोग ने देखा था अवेयरनेस है. आप टीवी एड्स पे देखते थे कि वी वॉश की ऐड आती है, ड्राई क्लीन एंड ड्राई की ऐड आती है, बट मेल्स के प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबल है बट उनकी एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं होती बिकॉज अवेयरनेस, अभी भी जो लोग प्लेयर्स आ रहे हैं वो अभी भी एजुकेट कर रहे हैं लोगों को, उनका कंटेंट भी इस सराउंड में ही है कि वो एजुकेट कर रहे हैं कि ये प्रॉब्लम है। मैं आपको बहुत सिंपल एग्जांपल देती हूँ, यहाँ पे हम जितने लोग ने बैठे मिनिमम 10 लोगों को पब्लिक प्लेस में देखा होगा स्क्रैचिंग देयर बॉल्स। सो एग्जैक्टली, सो यही प्रॉब्लम थी कि वो it's not that you have some issue and that is why it is leading to this problem, and just to educate them. तो हम लोगों की जो एड्स थी वो बहुत कॉमन इश्यूज को लेके हम लोग ने एड्स की थी।
ओके,
कंटेंट
आपके केस में तो यू आर द वन दैट आप बोल ही सकते हो,
मतलब वेरी सिमिलर लाइक हर, वी आल्सो, हमें भी बहुत ही ज़रूरत थी कि हम कस्टमर को एजुकेट करें कि तुम कलर यूज़ कैसे करोगे, इट इज़ नॉट कि आपने लगा लिया तो आ जाएगा। एंड सेकेंडली लाइक जो युशिका ने भी बोला, मैंने भी इसके पहले बोला कि युशिका खुद यूज़र थी प्रोडक्ट की, तो वो इन इटसेल्फ बहुत ही बड़ा एक ट्रस्ट बनाता है। और हमारा जो इनिशियल कंटेंट था इंस्टाग्राम पे वो हमारे कस्टमर्स की जर्नी पे ही था और हमारे रियल लाइफ यूज़र्स के ही, मतलब जो भी इनके फ्रेंड्स भी थे, मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे जिन्होंने यूज़ किया था, तो उनके हम लोगों ने बिट्स लिए थे इंटरव्यू टाइप के और उनके क्लिपिंग्स लिए थे टू शो कि बाल डैमेज नहीं हो रहे हैं। एंड यू कीप शोइंग इट, थोड़े लोग और यूज़ करेंगे, फिर तुम उनके भी रिव्यूज़ और उनका फीडबैक वापस से दूसरे कस्टमर्स को दिखाओगे, तो एक इट इज़ अ कंपाउंडिंग इफेक्ट, वो धीरे धीरे तुम्हारा ब्रांच आउट होता जाएगा।
Okay, last few questions.
Yeah, so looking back, I want to ask you, three of you, that is there anything you would have done differently, be it Shark Tank or your career, be it your business?
I don't think so, क्योंकि maybe if you would have done something differently तो we would not have been here. मतलब काफ़ी गलतियाँ obviously करी है हमने भी, काफ़ी जगह पे पैसे डुबाए भी हैं, ऐसी चीज़ें हमको यार ये क्यों ही हमने फालतू कर लिया, पर वो फालतू हम लोग नहीं करते तो हमें पता ही नहीं चलता कि ये फालतू है। सो इट इज़ बेटर टू मेक द मिस्टेक्स ऑन योर ओन, बट मेक श्योर कि तुम इतने स्केल पे मिस्टेक नहीं करो कि बिजनेस ही बंद हो जाए। लाइक इतना रिस्क लो कि योर बिजनेस कैन सस्टेन इट सेल्फ। बट आई वुड नॉट पर्सनली चेंज एनीथिंग दैट वी हैव डन।
ये आंसर के बाद आपका आंसर देना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा बिकॉज़ ये बहुत प्रोफाउंड आंसर था।
एग्री टू हिम बिकॉज़ वही है कि अगर मैं भी अगर कॉस्मेटिक्स जैसी कैटेगरी में होती तो शायद मैं शार्क टैंक इंडिया पे नहीं जाती, इतना अवेयरनेस नहीं क्रिएट होता, मैं यहाँ बैठी भी नहीं होती। एंड जितना अगर हम लोग ने लर्निंग या जो भी डेवलप करा वो इट्स गुड दैट वी मेड सम मिस्टेक्स एंड वी रियलाइज्ड that we kept on switching to maybe delivery partners, so there were some reasons because we kept on switching.
Okay, so when we do this panel, we typically our panelists ask question to each other, so you want to know what learned people want to ask other learned people. So Anushree, what would be your question for both of them or one of them?
I think I don't have a question, but I think they are in this category for long period, like as in like for more like being what 4, 5, 3.
It's a third year.
2 years, yeah. So I think they have more expertise in this because they have created a brand. Like again, हमारी भी तरह niche category है. It's very new. So I think I would like to have some learnings rather than have a questions that how like I could take their insights के ये चीज़ उन लोग ने कुछ experiment किया and it worked for them. And
वो प्रीमियम मॉडल होता है ना, उसका फ्री वाला आंसर दो, फिर अलग से मिलके प्रीमियम वाला।
एग्जैक्टली, मतलब फॉर देम आल्सो इट्स अ 2 years में वो लेवल पे दे हैव रीच, सो आई थिंक वी स्टिल कीप लो। I have done like
इनका प्रोडक्ट खरीदा तो बोला समझ जाओगी कि कैसे हो रहा है।
नहीं मतलब it's see काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें sometimes they keep happening, so it is very important, like मेरे लिए तो एक स्टेप लिया उसके बाद it just you keep walking and then you eventually start running. So काफ़ी मतलब मेरे को भी नहीं पता कि इंस्टाग्राम हमारा मतलब इतना बड़ा कैसे हो गया। मतलब इट इज़ बिकॉज कि हमारे कोर टीम में युशिका है, उसके कुछ फ्रेंड्स हैं निफ्ट के, जो हमारा पूरा टीम भी है, दे आर सो मच इनटू द पॉप कल्चर। वो लोग खुद इंस्टाग्राम के इतने एविड यूजर्स हैं कि उन्हें पता है कि क्या चल रहा है, क्या नहीं चल रहा है, किस टाइप का कंटेंट चलेगा। सो फॉर्चुनेटली फॉर अस वी हैव नॉट हैड टू रिलाई ऑन थर्ड पार्टी फीडबैक कि आप ये करो तो चलेगा, ये करो तो चलेगा, क्योंकि हमारे ही टीम में लोगों को पता है कि क्या चल रहा है, क्या नहीं चल रहा है। सो मतलब पता नहीं वो
Yeah, I agree because even she said that now you have everything in house. So initially अभी हम लोगों का भी अभी भी स्टेज है कि हम लोग I think third party पे dependent है and internal team बहुत limited हम लोग ने करी है कि जो specific चीज़ों के लिए चाहिए अभी उसी के लिए बाकी बाहर से अगर काम हो रहा है तो आप करो but of course I also agree that initially आपको सब in house लाना है जैसे ये कोडर वाला मैंने आपको बोला that वो जो वेबसाइट डेवलप कराते हैं वो जब तक कि वो करेगा नहीं तब तक कि आपका तो स्टक हो गया है तो हैविंग समबडी इन हाउस ही विल डू इट इमीडिएटली
आप दोनों में से अनुश्री के लिए कोई क्वेश्चन
मतलब सेम लाइक हम वी मेट बिफोर आल्सो सो काइंड ऑफ एंड मतलब हमने तो इनका भी जर्नी देखा हुआ है शार्क टैंक पे भी और ऐसे दूसरे इंटरव्यूज में भी तो ऐसे कुछ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन नहीं है
इससे क्या मेरे को हेल्प होती है कि
बट आई थिंक अब हम लोग एक ग्रुप में आ गए तो वी कीप ऑन शेयरिंग वी हैव दिस या इट कीप्स ऑन या
one point is definitely there कि you know like she said कि before coming to Shark Tank इनके relatives भी इनको question करते थे कि यार ये क्या तुम कर रहे हो and you know it's मतलब as a man it is very easy for me to would have done something like this लोग शायद नहीं सवाल पूछते या कुछ but you know cheers to you both कि especially जब घर वाले ही सवाल पूछते हैं then it becomes all the more difficult
okay so when you start it's a great story right कि ऐसा कोई solve नहीं कर रहे हैं we are building a product but after some time you'll have other bigger players getting into your territory और similar type के नए लोग भी आ सकते हैं वो केस में आपके कम्युनिकेशन में क्या आता है कि भाई हम प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व कर रहे हैं लेकिन वो दूसरे 2-3 लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं उससे तो बेटर ही कर रहे हैं
सो अभी तक के सो अभी तक के जो कैटेगरी जो प्लेयर्स मैं देख रही हूँ जो हमारी कैटेगरी में आ रहे हैं सो आई थिंक इट्स अ गुड थिंग क्योंकि आज वो लोग भी पैसे डालेंगे टू एजुकेट ठीक है वो प्रोडेंट होगा बट देन मेरा अगर मैं मेरा यूएसपी देखूंगी तो द ब्रांड्स कमिंग इन वो ऑलरेडी कुछ कर रहे थे और फिर उन्होंने ये डाइवर्सिफिकेशन करा है फॉर एग्जांपल बॉम्बे शेविंग कंपनी अब इंटीमेट वॉश लेके आई है बट बॉम्बे शेविंग कंपनी अगर आप जानते हो तो वो क्या था कि बियर्ड एंड ग्रूमिंग के लिए था ठीक है अब वो लोग ने डाइवर्सिफिकेशन सो माई कम्युनिकेशन विल गो आउट दैट दिस नट जॉब इज स्पेसिफिकली द ब्रांड ओनली विच इज केटरिंग टू मेल इंटीमेट हाइजीन ओनली सो वी वॉन्ट टू केटर के वी आर द एक्सपर्ट्स एंड हम लोग का मेन फोकस सिर्फ इंटीमेट हाइजीन को लेके है और हम लोगों का फोकस ये भी कर लो वो भी कर लो नहीं है
ओके पैराडाइज के केस में अभी आर द बिगर ब्रांड्स गेटिंग इनटू इट नाउ
नॉट येट बट लाइक शी सेड मेरा एक एक्स बॉस था जो जहाँ पे मैं काम करता था सीमेंस में पहले ही ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू से दैट नेवर बी अफ्रेड ऑफ कंपटीशन क्योंकि जब कंपटीशन आता है फर्स्ट थिंग इज तुम्हारे लिए बहुत बड़ा वैलिडेशन है कि तुम कुछ कर रहे हो सेकेंडली जब कंपटीशन आता है लाइक शी सेड वो भी पैसा खर्च करता है टू क्रिएट अ मार्केट यू नो सो इट इज कंपटीशन इज ऑलवेज you know a good thing obviously उसका bitter taste भी होता ही है but all in all in a longer run it is always a good thing so
okay and I'm sure you have friends building brands from other cities also you being in Ahmedabad unique advantage unique disadvantage
I think big advantage ठीक है travel times very less मतलब हमारे कुछ employees अब बॉम्बे से आए हैं वो लोग पागल हो जाते हैं जब 20 मिनट में वो आके चले जाते हैं घर मतलब वहाँ पे दिन के 3 घंटे you know you have to waste in travel प्लस ओवरहेड्स इतने कम हैं इन अ सिटी लाइक अहमदाबाद कि अगर यही ऑफिस अगर मैं बॉम्बे या बैंगलोर या कहीं पे खोलता तो मे बी हम लोग नहीं सस्टेन कर पाते इनिशियल डेज में क्योंकि उस टाइप का रेंट ऑफिस का उस टाइप के एम्प्लॉयज़ का पे स्केल क्योंकि लाइफस्टाइल भी उस टाइप की तुम्हें फिर वहाँ पे सस्टेन करनी है इट इज़ नॉट ईजी
but there are a lot of disadvantages also, you know, like we can't discredit, people are not willing to come to Ahmedabad, that is the harsh truth. It is so difficult to build a business in Ahmedabad. People will reject straight out. हमें इतनी applications आती है कि we would love to work for Paradise only if it was not in Ahmedabad. There's no alcohol, there's no life in Ahmedabad and we can't convince 18-year-olds कि आ जाओ, you know, तेरे दारू नहीं है हम क्या करेंगे. So they are not coming and we are suffering but ठीक है we are managing, we are trying to do our best. But you know that is something we don't want to compromise कि work from home हम नहीं देना चाहते हैं हम चाहते हैं अगर आपको आना है तो आप आइए and we have a lot of employees from चेन्नई बॉम्बे जो आए हैं but वो छोड़ के चले भी जाते हैं because they don't like the life here but ठीक है you know it is an ongoing process and now we can't shift our base we have built a very good office हमारा manufacturing इधर है our network is here so we can't shift but that it's an ongoing problem and I feel it will keep on going जब तक यहाँ alcohol legal नहीं होगा
इसलिए सब गिफ्ट सिटी जा रहे हैं सो कपल ऑफ डेज बैक वी डिड सम इवेंट एट गिफ्ट सिटी सो So we have chapters everywhere. So there were friends of mine who are part of our Singapore or Dubai chapters. उनको ऐसा लग रहा है कि Ahmedabad is far bigger than what they are doing. क्योंकि गिफ्ट सिटी के 1-2 एंगल के फोटो उनको सॉलिड लगे थे. Anushree, unique advantages, unique disadvantages for your business?
Unique advantage, of course, I agree, travel time and overheads, because यहाँ पे आपको offices मिलना, it's very at a very good location. It is easy for you कि आपका सिंधु भवन रोड या किसी पे भी अच्छी जगह पे है तो it's good. Disadvantage, I feel employees की side से नहीं, but as a company, as a brand है कि मेरे को talent का disadvantage है, that the amount of talent I get from Bangalore and बॉम्बे एंड वो जो फॉर द कंटेंट क्रिएशन बेसिकली द सोशल मीडिया टीम. सो अभी मेरी पूरी सोशल मीडिया टीम इन हाउस है, बट सब रिमोटली काम कर रहा है.
ओके.
बिकॉज सब बैंगलोर, कैलकाटा या उस साइड पे है.
करेक्ट.
बिकॉज अहमदाबाद में वी ट्राइड बट वी डिडंट गेट गुड एजेंसीज फॉर सोशल मीडिया.
Okay. And if you are the one, how can they reach out to you?
You can drop us an email on info.
Or create some interesting campaign for NetJob. And if you like them, you'll give them a gift hamper, if not a project.
I can do that. I'll
Awesome.
hire them.
Thank you so much. It was a fantastic discussion. This was getting recorded, so you can check it out on the AMS YouTube page and Facebook page also. So with Ichai, so typically in a tech space, आपको दुनिया भर के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अहमदाबाद के चैप्टर मिलेंगे. We started this from Ahmedabad. We now host these meetups in 10 countries. Tomorrow, similar meetups are happening in 9 other cities in India. जैसे बॉम्बे में सुजाता from Suta would be joining it. So across cities, we are able to recreate something interesting. Next week, we are doing it in 8 countries. So 22nd को Ichai के similar meetups होंगे. So today Parth is with here. So me and Parth and Kunal, we started Ichai together 14 years back. तो वहाँ यहाँ की चाय की किटलियों में इवेंट करते थे. तो हम लोग ये में बहुत सारे इंटरव्यू दे रहे थे कि हमको आप जगह दो. लाइफ में है ना, एज यू प्रोग्रेस वो टर्न होता है. नाउ Ichai has a decent scale in this category. You will not find similar organizations same day across the world एक ही टाइम पे करेंगे और decent scale है. And that happens when people like them accept my invite, commit their time, and people like you attending these events, and people like AMA giving us this space. So big round for everyone. Just small thing, we'll do a group photo once.
I will just do a little formal close-up of this entire thing. First of all, I will request all of you to fill up the feedback form. It will be soon coming to you. Do share your thoughts about this whole exercise so that we are also motivated. Thanks to both of you. You know, when there will be a hall of fame about Ahmedabad and its entrepreneurial world, I'm sure both of you will feature somewhere for the great work you have done. The Maloo sisters, big applause for them again, please. You know, they have actually hold the business by the balls, as you say, yeah. And I remember seeing you on, both of you on TV. I have watched a few episodes of Shark Tank, but that day someone told me that somebody from Ahmedabad is going to feature. So a lot of excitement was there that, you know, we are known as the land of entrepreneurs, and here is two, you know, girls who are going to take that image to the next level. And I remember the opening play, and it was like, oh my goodness, you know, they are really breaking the shackle and getting into something new. So a lot of congratulations for that, and we really feel, you know, sky is the limit. A lot of good things will happen. And while now learning about Paradise, the brand that you set up, and you have worked on it, the great advantage is that Yushika was the brand ambassador of Hope herself, because she kept on trying new colors. और वो जो पूछ रही थी कि किसी को ऐसा डर हो कि मेरे बालों में क्या होगा नहीं होगा, she said that, look, I need no lab rats, I am here myself, and you can see how the young brigade should look like in different colors. Congratulations for that. Congratulations to you, Siddharth. I kept on humming this song while you were talking. That's it. It's Another Day in Paradise, you know, by Phil Collins. So maybe that is what the hope will mean. With that, we come to a close of this wonderful session today, and it's time for some photographs, selfies, taking the autographs. You know, next time you have to meet them with an appointment maybe. And let's applaud once for a minute for these wonderful speakers who really shared all their dreams. शायद Shark Tank से ज़्यादा आज आप लोगों ने ग्रिलिंग की है, and they have given all answers with a smile. So thank you for that again. Nice evening to all
Thank
of
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.